Hey guys, it's time for another My Lego City update, and it's been a few weeks since I published a video, and that's because I've been busy with a whole lot of other stuff, but for the most part, my city has stayed the same. I did make a few changes though, so I wanted to show you guys, and I did do something I didn't want to do, but I caved in, and that's because I really had no choice. Well, my last video, I showed you guys that I did buy all of the new Avengers Endgame set, and here it is. The only one I didn't buy was the Iron Man Hall of Armor. That actually turned out to be a really hard set to get. It sold out right away. I eventually did get it, but I haven't opened it just yet. Here's a look of everything else that's built. First of all, the minifigs. With the sets, you're getting a lot of minifigs. You get another Hulk, another version of Thanos. His outfit is actually a little bit different with a hammer. And then take a look at the minifigs, right? One of the reasons why I want to get the whole set is because every single person now has this new white suit, right? And Endgame comes out tomorrow, so I'm wondering what they are for. There's a lot of speculation that it's for time travel, so we'll see. But you could see everyone, right? All new outfits. It looks really cool. You got Thor, Iron Man, Rocket, Nebula, Hawkeye, Ant-Man, Black Widow, and Captain America. And then you have a lot of these Outlanders, the bad guys, right? And then, interesting enough, you do get a Captain Marvel, okay? But she is not wearing the new suit. She's the only one that doesn't have the new suit, so I don't know. Maybe she doesn't travel with them, but she is going to be in a new movie. And then besides that, you have the War Machine Buster, which looks really cool. I mean, this actually looks cooler than the Hulk Buster, which actually I have right here. So so that's the Hulk Buster. This is the mini version. They do have a bigger one, and that's the War Machine Buster. And in my opinion, it looks much better. You get a lot more guns, machine guns, rockets, and so forth. And then you have a Captain America bike over here. And then you get a little car with the compound. The compound actually you get the little car with this jet, but the compound has a car of its own. And then you get a helicopter, which is pretty unique. It's actually a little bit different from the ones that you get with like the fire and police station sets and so forth. And then you get this little compound, which is pretty cool, but it is a small set. So I don't know how that I'm going to incorporate it. Maybe I'll just do another Avengers city, on its own table. Maybe even just on this table. And then finally, what's most impressive is this jet. I think that it is the Quinjet. I don't know if they call it something different, but this is actually much bigger than what it looks like on the box. Okay, this is actually really big, and to compare, I have this one, the previous one from the Avengers. This is from the last movie. If you compare this to that one, it's actually a lot heavier. It looks cooler in my opinion, and it does have a lot more going for it. Let me show you what those are. Let me put this down again. So in the back, you do have these that actually move up and down, and they also can shoot out. And then here, you can lift up the top to look inside. In the front, you could also put someone there, right? And then all the wings on the side, they also do move up and down. This is actually really cool, and it feels very heavy. And then in the back, you could also lower this and put your favorite Avengers inside. So I actually really like this jet, this Quinjet. I think it looks great. It looks more like what the Avengers, would be using. The color scheme looks a lot better, and overall, this is a great set. Now I just have to figure out where to put it. I'm not sure if it could fit in the city, but those of you guys that are interested, this is definitely a really good one. So there you have it. That is the Avengers, all the Avenger Endgame sets built and complete, with the exception of the Hall of Armor, which really does not fit into Endgame, but it is a really cool one to have. Now, the other major change I said I didn't want to do, and that is to buy another table. One of the things I've been talking about is optimizing space and making sure that, I'm using every nook and cranny of the tables that I have, and I simply gave in because Jurassic Park is pretty big. So I moved things over here. I moved my mock gate over there in the back just to kind of demonstrate that, yeah, there is an entrance. And then, I have a couple of these Jurassic Park trucks, right, with the roads here. And then you can see my built gate is going around. And I purposely left this side open because the kids like to play with these. They like to play with the dinosaurs a lot. And every time I put the gates here, they knock it over or something. So I just left it open. But I think it's still, you get the point, right? I still have the gyrosphere thing over here. They come out. And then you have a couple dinosaurs, T-Rex, the Dromaeus Rex, I think. You got all the raptors. That's locked up over there. Pterodactyls on the top here. And then you do have another truck that's from the set. So I like this by itself, right? It's kind of by itself. It makes more sense. And it's easier for the kids to access. And by doing this, I freed up a whole lot of space over here, right? That's where it used to be. And as you guys can see, I built this, the Apocalypseburg, and this is a very, very cool looking set. Just look at it, right? It is massive, right? In comparison to the Disney Castle, you could see that the Disney Castle is a little bit taller, but in terms of width, the overall dimensions of size, this is much bigger, and it's just really cool. I mean, take a look. It's a Statue of Liberty leaned over and retrofitted with these living quarters and stuff. This is a really cool looking set. Let me show you even in the back too. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Stairs going up, right? Lucy from Lego Movie 2 is there. And there's a lot of things here, right? Even that, like the book that Lady Liberty is holding is like a platform. You can open these up, the doors like that. This whole thing lifts up. There's a coffee shop in there. There's a gym. There's a jailhouse. I mean, this is a really cool looking set. It's expensive, but this is really cool. So that's why I moved Jurassic Park. Decided to put this here. I even built I built a kind of like a road walkway. I can't use the full road plate, so it just uses these. And then I have a car blocking the entrance, right? And then you get a whole lot of minifigs too. You get Emmett and all these crazy sand people, right? I added Harley Quinn, Batman. I added Killer Croc and Robin. But, you get the point. It's really cool set. And what I love most about building this is Lego really wised up in terms of a lot of the modular sets. They give you like 3 or 4 bags, which means that every single bag you open, it's kind of tedious. It takes like 2, 3, 4 hours to finish a bag. And by the time you're done with each bag, you lost a lot of time. And overall, to build a modular building, for me, it was about maybe 12, 16 hours, right? So when you open a bag, you have to literally sit there, for 3 hours, 4 hours continuously to finish. And I always hated that, right? Because if I didn't finish, you just have a big mess laying there. That is not the case with these new sets like this, Apocalypseburg. Lego actually separated into 18 separate bags. 18. And each bag only took probably 30 minutes to do, if not even 20 minutes to do. So every single section, like this section is 1 bag. This section was like probably like 2 bags. The bottom was like 2 bags. Everything was separated out. So in my opinion, so far, this was the most enjoyable set that I've ever done. Take a look. I've done a lot of sets. A lot of them were very, very tedious. Like the roller coaster set was very tedious, right? And the Disney Castle was good, but this was the best. I honestly say, out of all the sets I've built so far, this actually has been the most enjoyable, and I simply love the look. So if you guys, this is a really hard set to find. Even in a Lego store, I haven't seen it much. I saw it once, and I picked it up right away. So those of you guys that are looking for a really cool and really fun set, take a look at this one. I'll put in the link below so you guys can see what model number it is. And then over here, I do have a couple more spaces, right? And I already know what I want to put here. I'm not sure if it's going to look good here, but there's a couple big sets that I'm working on that should fill this up quite nicely. So we will see what happens afterwards. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, appreciate it. I need your support. So make sure you hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.